Welcome to another edition of Sunshine Matters, brought to you by the Sunshine Residents and Ratepayers Association. Our letter this month has a timely reminder about Sunshine's new outer pool. We have some New Year's wishes for you, and a little later some music from Sunshine's Hyde Street School Band of 1956. But first we revisit the famous Sunshine Harvester decision of 1907. This decision was a world first and formalized the idea of a fair day's pay for a fair day's work in a civilized country. It is a fine example of how events here in Sunshine have filtered through to the rest of the world, and for a short time at least made it a better place for working people.
Before Christmas, the Labor government's Fair Work Bill went from the House of Representatives to a Senate committee. It replaces Howard's work choices, which contributed to the defeat of the Liberal coalition. Deputy Prime Minister Julia Gillard introduced the Fair Work Bill into Parliament exactly 100 years and 2 weeks after the Sunshine Harvester judgment was handed down by the Commonwealth Court of Conciliation and Arbitration. Industrialist H.V. Mackay would be exempt from a local manufacturing excise if he paid fair wages. The court had to decide what constituted fair wages in Australia in 1908. Like the suburb, the case is named for the Sunshine Harvester, the machine produced by H.V. Mackay. 100 years ago, the Sunshine Harvester Works was the biggest manufactory in Australia, and H.V. Mackay did pay workers more than the going rate, albeit as little as he could. Mind you, he expected work for every minute he paid for by locking the factory gates and then reducing workers' desire for toilet breaks by installing rough, splintery wood seats. Despite the poor conditions, many people worked their entire lives at the Harvester Works, and many more were hired as day labourers, piece workers, or temporary or seasonal workers. Roman Catholics were barred. H.V. Mackay left a tangible legacy of philanthropy to the Royal Flying Doctor Service, his mansion Rupertswood, a rail connection to Sunbury, a workers' land subdivision that became a national town planning model, the innovation of using native trees for street trees, and the establishment of a world-class technical training school for apprentices, later the Sunshine Technical School. But during the time that Mackay amassed his fortune to pay for these legacies, individual workers in Sunshine and elsewhere in Australia could work for 10 or 12 hours a day for up to 6 days a week and still not earn enough to feed and house one person, let alone a wife, children and any dependent relatives. Nor could a worker rely on having work, as day hire and seasonal contract work was normal. So without Centrelink, those workers and their families depended on the charity of family, friends, and churches when they were sick or unemployed. Poverty among the working classes was growing and getting in the face of the well-to-do. Charities were overwhelmed. The trade union movement, flush with the Masons' success in gaining an 8-hour day, took the fight right up to the Sunshine Harvester Works, the biggest factory in the country. A consensus was emerging. Something had to be done about poverty in the working class, and the Harvester judgment did it. The court heard testimony from the workers and housewives and decided that a fair wage was one where workers could afford civilised habits, frugal comforts, decent shelter, partitioned rooms, fresh air, water to wash in, enough wholesome food, and some provision for rainy days. It set the methodology for the basic wage that eliminated the extreme poverty of the working poor and gave the new Australian Federation its abiding value, the fair go for all. Australia prospered on the work of people who were treated with respect and who, in turn, were paid a wage that let them live in dignity. With the workers able to earn a living wage, Australia is one of the most politically stable democracies in the world. H.V. Mackay successfully appealed the case and denied Sunshine workers any pay rise from the judgment. 100 years on, with the restoration of the legal balance, we can again thank those Sunshine workers who fought repeatedly for improved conditions and left every Australian with the legacy of a peaceful and prosperous nation which values a fair go for all.
That was our look at the 1907 Sunshine Harvester decision. And now at the start of 2009, we take this opportunity to wish you all a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you have a great time.
Just like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and everyone has a safe New Year.
Manigong bagong taon.
Melbourne people, Happy New Year all of you.
Yeah, I need everybody to be happy and everybody to get something to be happy for. Happy New Year. Kullu sana wa antum tayyibin. Wasawa salama.
Happy New Year and wish you all the best. And take it easy. Don't get too loco. Relax. It's a lot of life to live, and why you have to be so in a hurry, you know? All the best, guys.
I'd like to wish everybody at Brimbank a very safe and happy New Year, and all the best to everyone for 2009.
Καλή χρονιά να έχετε.
Melbourne ਵਾਸੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਾਲ ਦੀਆਂ ਸ਼ੁਭਕਾਮਨਾਵਾਂ.
Yeah, I wish you for a good New Year's. Since the day I came to Australia, I wish for every day, but I'm really happy this year. So I wish everyone to be alright either way I am. Yeah, thank you for the New Year.
Chúc mừng năm mới.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Nasema ndugu zangu mko hapa Australia, Happy New Year for everyone. Pendane, chungane amani ya Mungu pamoja. Mungu awabariki.
Happy New Year to all the Australians and all over the world, and we believe the best for the next year. Yeah.
Feliz año nuevo. Y que viva la chingada.
May everyone have the best New Year ever and ever and ever, and God bless everyone.
ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧਾਈ ਹੋਵੇ। ਸਾਰੇ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਅਨਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਲੋਕ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਵੇਂ ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਲੱਖ ਲੱਖ ਵਧਾਈ।
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We wish you a Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, buddy.
Trouble with abandoned shopping trolleys in your street? There is a company who collects abandoned shopping trolleys in our area and returns them to supermarkets. The phone service operates 24 hours. The automated recording asks for the trolley location and the supermarket the trolley belongs to. If you would like a trolley removed, the number is 1800 245 022.
Our letter this month brings a timely reminder of what we have and what we once had. It reveals the importance of community action in an area where entrenched labor politics has compromised the living standards of a whole generation of the blind and faithful. Written by Andrew Gigatz, it was published in The Edge on December 16.
The news of the opening of the new 25-metre pool at Sunshine is fantastic. It is a testament to years of hard work by the Sunshine Community Pool Action Group and other community members. However, what should not be forgotten is that, until 1991, the same community was served by a pool twice the size of the one that opened on Sunday. A beautiful Olympic-sized pool, also built as a result of community efforts, surrounded by landscape gardens and two smaller pools for children, was allowed to fall into disrepair by a succession of uncaring local councils. Had it not been for the dogged fight of the residents of Brimbank, the council would not have even facilitated the installation of the new half-sized pool that was presented to the public at the weekend. Let us make sure we do not forget what Sunshine had before and those who allowed it to be lost.
Sunshine Matters is produced by the Sunshine Residents and Ratepayers Association for January 2009. For more information, go to our website www.sunshine.asn.au or write to us at PO Box 1071, Robinson, Victoria 3019. Our music this month comes from Sunshine's Hyde Street School Band from a recording made in 1956. The band was formed by its first music director, Messe Johnson, in 1928. The average age of the performers in this recording is 9 years old.